Hi, I'm Di. Thanks for joining me today. So I had my afternoon planned out, but my daughter's just let me know that they're coming early and I'm making dinner for her and the two girls. So I'm rushed off my feet at the moment and I'm just going to make something quick. So come along with me as I make meatballs. I'm also doing potato salad. So I'll let you see how I do that. I have done a video on that and I'll put the link in the description if you want to have a look at that. But mainly I'm just showing you how I make meatballs, and I can serve these all different ways. I normally make them and put them in the freezer, so I've got a stack in there, and then I put them in portions so that when I do have instances like this where someone says, oh, we're coming for dinner, I can just grab them out. If I don't have time for them to defrost, then I can just put them in the microwave and defrost them that way. And then always in the freezer I've got spaghetti sauce, I've got ratatouille, I've got a whole lot of different things that I can serve it with. And sometimes I even make sweet and sour meatballs. So I will be showing that later, probably the next or the video after. I'll show you how I make my sweet and sour sauce for them. But tonight we're just going to have plain meatballs, potato salad, and some nice veggies like cucumber, tomato, and that with it as well. So come along for the journey. So here I've got my bowl, and today when I went shopping, I only shop once a month, so I buy up in big. So I bought pork mince. Pork mince was very cheap. The other mince was, I think it was $5.99 for 500 grams, but the pork mince was $3.99 for 500 grams. So I thought, well, that's a bargain. It's going to make it a lot cheaper. So we're just using pork mince. I normally would use pork and veal, but it's just pork mince today. And I've got, these are 500 gram packets, so I've got 2 kilos. As always, when I cook, I like to cook in bulk because it doesn't take much longer to make double the quantity, and then I can put it in the freezer or give it to one of the daughters so that they've got a meal and they don't have to cook. And I remember what it's like to be a busy mum working and looking after young ones. Okay, so I've got our mince in the bowl now. Straighten you up. We've got our mince in the bowl. Now I've just run out and I've picked some parsley and chopped it. So we've got some fresh chopped parsley there. That's the curly parsley. You can use curly or flat. Now I had some bread and I only had 2 slices of it and it was getting a little bit stale. So I've soaked that in milk. And I'm just going to drain the milk off because I don't want excess liquid going in. So most of it's been absorbed, but I'm just going to go over to the sink to make sure. Yep. There was nothing to come off that. So I've had about a cup of milk with 2 slices of bread. So there we go. That's all nice and soft. I'm going to add 2 eggs. Oops. And I'm just going over to the stove because I'm cooking some other things there at the moment. So I'll be back in a minute. So in the middle of making my meatballs, my potatoes have cooked for the potato salad. So what I've done here, these potatoes are just the little chat potatoes, the new potatoes. You can use new or you can use ordinary potatoes that you have to peel. So I didn't peel these, being the little ones, I just gave them good scrubbing. Now I'm adding eggs. So I'll add 6 chopped eggs to my mixture. So these are hard-boiled eggs. And I also did a video on how to make it easy to peel your eggs when you've boiled them. So if anybody wants to know how to do that, I'll put the link in the description. Now I've lost count. I'm thinking that was 4 that I've put in. Doesn't matter if there's an extra egg that goes in. So there's our 6 eggs, because I did cook some extra. Okay, so the next thing we need to add is some peas. So I'm just adding some frozen peas, and again I'm just judging it. I'd say that I'm probably going to add about 1.5 cups of frozen peas. And it's one of those recipes where you just put in the amounts that you like. If you don't like a lot of peas, don't put a lot of peas in. Now I'll just find the bag the potatoes came in. So in there I've got 1 kilo of potatoes. Right, next thing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to just chop up some spring onions, shallots, green onions, called different things in different places. We call them shallots here. So I'm just cutting them up, and I'll be adding them. And again, it's whatever quantity you want. I'm not adding too many. If I was just making this for adults, I'd probably add some more, but little children are going to be having this, and I don't think raw onion is on the top of their list that they love foods, the foods that they love. So here we go. We've got that. Now all we need to do is to add our mayonnaise and mix it. So the next thing we're going to do is to add some mayonnaise. This is salad cream. It used to be called English salad cream, but now they just call it salad cream. So this is the one I use, and the flavour of your potato salad will depend on what type, sorry, that's my doorbell, what type of mayonnaise you use. So I'm just going to put that in there, and then we're just going to mix it. And we just have to mix it all up, and then it'll be ready to eat. So it's as simple as that. Nice potato salad, peas, shallots, potatoes, and eggs. There we go. Now we're back to making the meatballs. We've got our meat in here, chopped parsley, eggs, bread that was soaked in milk, and now I'm just going to add some garlic. Right, finally got that jar opened, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my hands, I'm going to mix it, but before I do I'm going to set up my baking trays. I'm going to line them with paper so that it's all ready to do, and I don't have to wash my hands to get the trays out. So I'm just going to mix all that up. And there's no other way of doing this than using your hands. You just want to make sure that everything's evenly distributed.
You'll get your hands dirty and you have to wash them.
I do have to wash my hands, and that's my granddaughter in the background there. So they're here for dinner. So I've got to get a move on with this because it's dinner time. So then you just need to take pieces of your mixture and just make sure that they're a uniform size. You can make big ones or small ones. I usually do it the size of a walnut. So there's your guide, the size of a walnut, and then we just load them up on the tray. There's a little bit of bread there, the crust that didn't quite get softened, so I'm just taking that out. And we just keep going until we've got all the trays full, and then I'm just going to put them straight in the oven. So we'll come back in a moment. So there we have the tray done. It's going to go in the oven. I've already put 2 in there, so it did make a lot, and I've still got some in the bowl that I'm going to be putting in later. So there it is, it's served up. There are the meatballs. It looks lovely. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope that you give it a try. If you did enjoy the video and you'd like to keep seeing more of my videos, make sure that you subscribe. That way you'll always be notified when I put a new video up. And don't forget, if you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you again on the next one. Bye now.